So now we've got through the unboxing of the Apple TV 4th generation, we're going to look at the new interface. As you can see, it looks more modern and it's cleaner than the 3rd generation edition. So if I just swipe through using the new trackpad, as you can see, if I just wiggle my finger on the trackpad, it moves with the wiggle. It's really sensitive and it's really fluid too. So if we just scroll along here and have a look at iTunes, there are a couple of ways to search for content on iTunes, the App Store, etc. You can use Siri, or you can still use the traditional method of scrolling along and entering it in manually, which, to be honest with you, is a real pain, as I'll just demonstrate now. So if you just go into search, you can see there you've got the alphabet. You've got the option to change it into uppercase, lowercase, and you've got numeric as well. The faster you move your finger on the trackpad, the faster it moves, but even so, you do tend to miss the letter you're looking for. It is far too sensitive, the trackpad. But my preferred method of search is using Siri. So if we look for find Mad Max Fury Road, it takes us straight to it. So if we just look for another one, we'll try find Jurassic World. That's brought up Jurassic World and Jurassic Park: The Lost World. So you just select the one you want, and that takes you to Jurassic World. You can also search for films by specific actors or actresses. Show me films starring Mel Gibson. It's taking the search appears to be slower than the last one. We'll get there eventually. There you go. Mel Gibson. There's one or two films there, which is possibly why the search took longer than normal. So let's try another search, see if this is any quicker. Show me films starring Angelina Jolie. Yeah, that's a lot faster. That was almost instantaneous. I'll just have a quick scroll through and see. Yeah, quite a few films to choose from there. So let's see how well the Apple TV fares searching through Netflix. Show me 80s films on Netflix. There we go, one or two there. We scroll through them. Let's have a look at Airplane 2. As you can see there, you've got a little box which asks you whether you want to open it in Netflix, or you can go into iTunes if you wish to buy it, or you want to rent it, or go back to Netflix and open it inside Netflix. What I do like about Siri is that you can be really specific in your searches. We'll just try that within TV shows. Play the latest episode of The Big Bang Theory. That should take me straight into the episode and start playing it. Another cool feature of Siri is that you've missed what was just been said on the screen. You can ask it to replay. So if you just hold down the Siri button and ask, what did they just say? And it will spin back to the last few seconds and replay it again, but with subtitles, which is really useful.
Why are you up?
There you go. Unfortunately, Siri doesn't actually work with everything, and one example of that is with Apple Music. I'm hoping that Apple will fix that sometime in the future, but we'll just give it a try and see what happens. Play Adele's latest album. So it can't help me with that query, unfortunately. So you have to go in and manually navigate that for the time being. That could be something that Apple do fix somewhere down the line. I sincerely hope they do, because it's, you know, it's a good service. So just navigating around Apple Music, you can see it's quite a similar layout to how it is on iTunes and also on the iPad. It's got the various options along the top into new music, which is all the latest music that's out on Apple Music at the moment. You can go in and select anything you want to listen to or music videos you might want to watch. Then there's radio, which is obviously Beats One and all your favourite radio stations. Then into My Music, which is a combination of iTunes purchases and favourites on Apple Music. Then you can go into playlists, which obviously plays that I've put together, or recommended playlists from Apple Music. And you can go into search, and there's actually some trending searches in there as well. And that's what's showing that it's currently playing, which is Lady Gaga, Marry the Night, the remixes. Excellent taste in music. So if we go into the App Store, this is obviously the big selling point of the new Apple TV, that you now have the ability to download apps in the same way you would, say, on the iPhone or on the iPad. There's a variety of apps, including games now, which is new to the Apple TV. The search function within the App Store is actually quite limited. It will show you purchased apps. Some of these do actually link back to iPhone, iPad purchases. And the search function is the scroll bar. I don't believe you can use Siri with this, but we'll give it a go. Search for a kitchen app. And that's returned back the expected results that it can't help. So if we try something more specific to the App Store, search games. Again, it doesn't work. Hopefully this is something Apple will fix further down the line. So moving on to home sharing, which is within the computers icon. This is one of my favourite features of the previous generation Apple TVs, because I do have a lot of content stored on my computer, and I obviously prefer to stream this to my TV to watch it rather than on a computer screen or on a smaller iPad screen. To be honest, the layout is exactly the same. It's a white background instead of a black background. The photos up, still there. That allows you to view all your photos which are stored locally on your computer. But let's put Siri through its paces here. Let's see if it can launch home sharing. Launch home sharing. Okay, that's not worked. We'll try again. Launch home sharing. And bizarrely, for the second time, it's worked. So that pretty much concludes our overview of the interface for the new 4th generation Apple TV. Some of this does feel really polished, but in other parts, especially with the Siri search, it does feel somewhat as work in progress, but you would hope in time, with updates, that this will get better. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.